Hi, my name is
Hi.
Wendy. I live in Seattle, in the United States, and I'm doing a demonstration game to play Canasta on Zoom with my friend Jen from Australia. This is pretty awesome. We're both members of Stitch, and we're going to have a great time, and we'll show you how to play Canasta on Zoom. Years ago, my husband passed away in 2011, and I promised him the last 5 years of his life that I would play Canasta to 5,000 points every day. Well, if you use traditional rules for Canasta, a game to 5,000 points can last as long as 8 hours. And so I wasn't able to really realistically play that long and also get the housework done and the yard work done. And take care of him. So I changed it up a little bit, and I like playing with my rules a lot better. It's dealing 21 cards instead of 11, and then having two canastas and then getting rid of all your cards to go out. So I started hosting events on Stitch. Stitch is a website for people over 50. It was set up to wipe out loneliness and to bring connection and friendship to people all over the world. Stitch is in 88 countries all over the world, and with large numbers of members in Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada, and the United States. And so depending upon when I host my events, I will see people from Australia, or I will see people from the United Kingdom, and spotty from all over the world. So it's really fun. I really do have enjoyed hosting events. I started hosting events in December of 2020, and I hosted my first Zoom event on adapting Canasta to Zoom in January 2020. And I've been hosting events ever since. I think it's a lot of fun. Canasta is one of my favorite games to play. And so this is a demonstration game to show you a little bit more about playing Canasta on Zoom. So please introduce yourself, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, or Jen, from Australia, Melbourne, Australia. I joined Stitch, sometime, I think, about September last year, maybe a little bit earlier. Coming out of COVID, I'm a very active person, and I was looking for walking groups and things like that to do. A lot of my friends live far and don't enjoy walking as much as I do, and cycling. Anyway, as joining that, I've met a few friends, and then shortly after joining Stitch, I got diagnosed with a chronic illness, and I have an immunity problem. So I can't go outside or in crowds. Yeah. Anyway, I'm lucky. What I've got is treatable, and hopefully I'll live a long, healthy life. But in the meantime, I have had to give up work because I can't get on public transport. So me getting itchy fingers and edgy and needed something else to do besides housework, I started looking on online games, and Canasta is one of my favorites. So I joined. I thought, oh, how do you play Canasta online? This was, this is something I wanted to do. And it's great. And I look forward to my Mondays with Wendy and all the crew from America. I put the map of America on the screen, on my other screen, so I can see where they're from and the distances. So I'm getting to learn America a lot better. And just great. It's something to look forward to. I was getting very bored and depressed. Now I'm looking for other things to do. Towards the end of I've got 2 more cycles of my treatment. So hopefully I'll get back out there again. I do the walking groups because I'm allowed to do outdoor activities. But thank you, Stitch, because, you've given me things to look forward to besides my grandchildren and my own children. Yeah, so thank you. And it's a great game. Yeah, it's a great Canasta.
Happy to have you here, and thanks so much for giving of your time to do this demonstration.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm going to begin, and I'm going to show my screen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal myself 21 cards, and I'm going to sort it so that you can see how I sort them. So first I'm going to deal myself 21 cards.
I've done mine already. So mine are sorted on the table.
Sure. Okay, there's 21. And now I'm going to sort them into piles. 10-point cards together, wild cards, 10 points, red threes, 10 points, 5-point cards, aces, 5-point cards, wild cards. Twos and jokers are wild cards. Okay, now I'm going to sort them inside the points. I'm going from king to eights. See, I have them sorted. There you go. They're in order. Now, what you do in Canasta is you collect cards that are where I am trying to find. What I am trying to do is, and then I'm just going to put this on top of each other, and then I can come back up. So my cards are sorted. So in Canasta, what you're trying to do is you're trying to collect cards that are the same. So a natural Canasta is 7 kings, 7 queens, 7 sevens, 7 fours. You can't build a canasta out of threes. You can't build a canasta out of wild cards. It could also be like 7 aces. You have to have at least 4 of the same card, and then you can add wild cards to it. But a canasta is 7 cards, like 4 fours and 3 wild cards. Okay, that would be a mixed canasta. A natural canasta would be all 4s. Okay, and then communicating on Zoom, it's important to always say what you're doing. Like, I'm drawing a card, I've got a red 3, I'm going to put it on the table, and then decide if you're going to put anything on the table at that time, and then you discard, and then the next person knows it's their turn. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card, and I am going to put a red 3 on the table. I'm picking up a card to replace that, the red 3, and I'm going to discard a black 3.
Okay, it's my turn. So I'm going to pick up a card, and I've got a black 5. I'm going to put that on the table. I've also got a red 3, so I need to pick up another card to replace that. And I'm going to put that up the top here. And I'm going to place the card that I've got down, and I'm going to discard a 6.
Okay, so I'm drawing a card, and I am going to discard a 4.
Okay, I'm going to pick up a card, which is a 10, and I'm going to discard another 6.
So I'm picking up a card and discarding a 4.
Okay, it's not faster with 2 people.
Yeah,
I'm picking up a card, and it's an 8. I actually got a pretty good hand here, and it's really hard to show which one to throw out. So I'm going to discard a king.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I picked a card, and I'm going to discard a 4.
Okay, I'll pick up a card, and it's a 7. Oh my goodness! So what do I throw out? What do I throw out? Okay, so I'm going to discard a 5.
So I am picking a card. Now, when you first lay down cards, you need to have
50 points.
You need to have 50 points. So I am discarding a 5.
So my hand, what I've got in my hand, can I show what I've got in my hand?
Sure.
I lay mine on the table. So that's what I've got. I've got 3 aces. I've got some wild cards. I can actually lay down, but because no one's done a canasta yet, I'm going to hold out. So I've got pretty good cards here. Yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
Wendy.
You're not putting those cards on you're not putting those cards down yet?
No. They're just because I don't want to. Sorry, I just dropped one. I don't want to hold them in my hand.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's sort of my hand just there.
Sure.
Okay. So I've got to pick up, don't I? Or do I have to lay down? I can't remember what I was doing.
You pick up first and then
I'll
you
pick up and I'm going to lay down.
okay.
Okay, that's it. I've laid down.
What are you laying down? Because
I mean, I threw out. Sorry, I threw it out. Threw out the king.
sure.
Pardon
Okay.
me.
All right. So I'm picking up and I'm going to discard a 6.
Okay, so I'm picking up. Oh, another wild card. And I'm going to discard a 5 because it's a low point card.
So I'm picking up and I'm discarding a 4.
Picking up. Oh, 5. I could have had a canasta on those. Oh, natural canasta. And I'll discard the 5.
So I'm picking up and discarding a 6.
Okay, so I'm picking up. Oh, another wild card. Oh, my goodness. All right, so I think I might just lay down. So
Okay.
I've got I have to have 4 aces, don't I? So I've got 4 10s.
Well, you don't really have to have 4 aces, but in order to add the wild cards on there to make a canasta, it's best to use um, the wild cards unless you have a lot of them. Only on cards that you have 4 of.
So maybe I should just wait a bit because it's still early in the game, isn't it?
Well, three aces equals 60 points.
Points.
You can lay down just with your 3 aces.
Yeah, so I might do that. I'll lay down the 3 aces because they're high points.
Okay.
And I put just a wild card on that, don't I?
No, you don't need to. That's 60 points, so you don't have to.
Oh, so I just have to put 3 cards down. Oh,
well,
okay.
You have to put down 50 points.
50 points. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's good. I just learned that. So now this is the start. This section here is the start of my canastas.
Okay.
Okay. The rest of what's in my hand. So I'm going to throw one out and I'm going to throw a 5 out.
Okay. So I'm picking up a card and I'm going to discard a 4.
Okay. Picking up a card. It's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, good. And I'm going to discard a 5.
So I'm picking up a card and discarding a 7.
Picking up a card. It's a king. I don't need that, so I'm going to discard it.
So I'm picking up a card and I'm going to discard a 7.
Picking up a card to 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to discard a 10.
So I'm picking up a card. Okay, now I have 4 of something, so I'm going to lay that down. Okay, so I have 4 kings. That's 40 points. And I am going to lay down 2 jokers with it and a 2. So it's 4, which is the minimum you need of the card that you're collecting. 2 jokers and a wild card. That's equals a mixed canasta. I'm going to put the king on top to show that's a mixed canasta, and that one's finished. And I am going to discard a 7.
Okay, so I'm getting a bit panicky here because I'm not a risk taker. So let's have a look at this. I've got another king. Probably could have had a canasta of kings. So I'm going to lay down my 8s, which is 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do you have
so
any
5. Yes, I do. And I'm going to put 2 wild cards on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 4 wild cards.
Okay, you just need.
But I'm going to use my jokers because they're the highest points. Get them off my hand.
Awesome.
And so I've now got a black canasta. Okay.
That's awesome.
So we'll move that there. Put that next to the 3. So this is what my table looks like.
Okay.
And now, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Put that there.
There
so,
you go.
and I've got a 3 too. I've got a 3 there.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, that's great.
So I'll put that back up. And I'm going to throw out the king. I know you need that, Wendy, but bad luck.
Well, I already have a canasta with kings, but that would have helped
Yeah,
me.
that would help. Yeah.
Okay, so I drew a card and I'm going to discard a 6. There you go. So what's the
Okay.
weather like in Australia? It looks like it's
It's
warm.
it's really nice. It's a nice spring, sort of a spring day, although we're in summer. Yeah, it's
That's
really
nice.
nice.
That's
But
nice.
then just about an hour and a half away, we've got major grass fires that are threatening homes, and people
No.
have been told not to leave now because it's too late. I think the roads are all blocked. So yeah, it's pretty horrific. So I've picked up a 4. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sevens. I'm going to lay those down. 5. Yeah, so it's pretty scary for them. It's
Yeah.
sort of where my daughter lives up that way, so they'd probably be getting the
Wow.
smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So do
what
you
can I
have
do
some wild
here?
cards
1,
for
2,
that?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So I've now got I've put 2 wild cards on that. So I've got now another black canasta, so I can actually go out when I've got no card, when 1 card
That's
left.
perfect. That's perfect.
So this is yesterday I
Are
had
you going
the
out
Monday
now?
I had 2 canastas. That was
Are
good.
you going out?
Sorry.
Can you go out now?
No, I am. Well, actually, I probably can. Yeah, because I've got
Let's
3
see.
10s.
Okay, put that
Yeah.
down.
And then I've got a wild card. So
Okay, you
that
can
can
put
go
that
on
with the
my,
tens.
sorry?
Put that with your tens.
Yeah. 10s or my aces, either one. And I've got a 4 and I go out. Sorry, Wendy.
Oh, that's great. Wow. There you go. Well, that was
So
wonderful. That's wonderful.
this is my
Okay.
hand.
Well, that's
Yes.
wonderful. Well, congratulations. Happy.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I love winning.
Thanks so much for playing Canasta. That was wonderful of you to take the time, and
Thank you for asking me.
I'm happy you won, and this has been fun. Thank you so very much.
Yeah. So we